We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. Anthony DeSclafani will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, DeSclafani, a big, tall, strapping guy, not an overpowering guy. 93 to 95 miles an hour, big, sweeping breaking ball, and the straight changeup. When he's on, you'll know, for a guy like this, he gets a lot of swings and misses. If he's on, a lot of strikeouts early on in the game.
At the plate, Javier Baez, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. DeSclafani is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Fouled off. Three and 1. Here it is. Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Digging in, Chris Bryant. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
1 strike, the count.
Fouled away. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It's the Cubs 0 with the Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Jarrell Cotton is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
Settling in now, Nick Senzel. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Reds, the second baseman, Nick Senzel.
Pitch on the way. 0-1 the count. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, they come into Game 2 of this series riding high. A huge 1-run victory yesterday, able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in Game 2.
Count is 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 13 home runs and an even 40 RBIs. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Way up into the moon deck and out of here. A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto, number 298 in his career. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0. Into the box, Eugenio Suarez.
Third baseman,
As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He'll start this one at 269. 27 homers and 63 runs batted in. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. A ball that's carrying. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Nicholas Castellanos. And he's looking to turn things around. ice cold at the plate in recent action. He's set. Here it comes. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. From the belt, the pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Suarez leads off second with one gone in the inning. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Kipnis has it, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
So striding forward now, Jesse Winker. And now the Reds look to push more across the plate in the opening frame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ready with the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Right side, but it's well foul. Cotton is a native of the Virgin Islands in the Caribbean. He was a 20th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Ready on 0-2. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Line toward right center. A dive, but it's off his glove. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And it's so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're one pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make one bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in a game and then mount a comeback.
Galvis behind 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curve.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. second inning set to go. And next will be the power hitting catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Down the left field line and deep. And they can't run it down. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a two-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Comes into play here at 273. 15 long balls, 39 driven in. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. One out, nobody on. Line, but speared on a hop. And oh, no chance bravado there. It's over his head.
That is good. The left field.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. There's one. Out. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the one.
Batting seven, the center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 4 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. One left for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. Striding into the box, number 4. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Batting 8, the catcher, Kurt Casale.
So striding in, Kurt Casale, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch.
No, that's low.
Bases are empty, one man out. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And he finally gets this one over for strike one.
One strike.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Ball four.
Take your break.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
So a runner on first with one out now. And so the pitcher will bat next. That brings up Anthony DeSclafani. From the stretch. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. To second for one. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Reds 2 and the Cubs nothing. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in now the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis.
Jason Kipnis.
First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Now here it comes. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Stepping in now, Jarrell Cotton. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Here comes the 0-1. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Throw won't get him.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
And that brings up Javi Baez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. There's strike two as the slider hits the outside corner.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 1-0 pitch on the way. 2 balls and no strikes.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Two and one now.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And he misses with it. Ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And a relay to the plate. And he will get in there with their first run. It's a 2-1 game now.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And both runners will score as the lead changes hands here at 3-2.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall, almost a 3-run homer, but will have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. And he puts it on the ground to second. Senzel's got it. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and a runner left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 3 and the Reds 2.
Welcome back. The Reds are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. They entered the day leading the league in round trippers, and talking with some of their players before the game, they said they know home runs are a big part of their game, but it's not something they try to focus or rely on. They said as long as they're attacking good pitches to hit and not trying to do too much, the rest will take care of itself. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Coming to the plate now, Nick Senzel. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Senzel.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
So 1 gone now in the Cincinnati third, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hit this outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one, a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
A man at second with 1 down, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez. First pitch on its way. Strike taken up in the zone.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
And it's fouled away. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. From the stretch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Jesse Winker.
So 2 on with 2 away, and next to bat will be Jesse Winker. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1.
2 men are on with 2 men out. One and one the count now. One and one the pitch. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
The batter, number
And now
3.
time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Into the box now, Freddie Galvis. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Galvis is a .270 hitter. A respectable number he'll look to improve upon in this at-bat. Here's one that misses to the Cincinnati shortstop. It's 2-0 now. On the year, Galvis is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over .500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Outside, 3-0 now.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
Ready with the 3-0.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Three and one, here it is.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Here's the payoff pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Now in the box, Kyle Schwarber as we begin the top of the 4th. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, The center
Good
fielder.
time now to check out the Reds' Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. To the plate now, Ian Happ. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Galvis has it. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Standing in, Jason Kipnis. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
Kipnis, or Kip for short. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike. 3 runs, just 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. Cubs are down in order. Through 3 1/2, we're all even at 3 apiece. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for
Stepping
the Reds,
into the box, number
center
4
fielder,
comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
Sally.
Standing in now, Kurt Casale, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 7 homers, and 32 driven in. He's ready, now the pitch. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is, without question, nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
At the plate, Anthony DeSclafani. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1-0 pitch on the way. And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately. It all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher. Just go ahead and challenge him.
Too tight with that one, 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
None out, runners at first and second. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face.
Senzel.
Digging in now, Nick Senzel. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Fouled off.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. 1-1 to the Reds' leadoff man.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward giving chase. It's over his head and bounces over the wall. So 2 runs score, and they'll have 2 more runners in scoring position. Man, this guy is a blur on the base paths, Danny.
He was really motoring around the bases. I think he had every intention of stretching that one into a triple. He definitely has the wheels, but the ball bouncing over for an automatic double put an end to any of those kind of thoughts.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Trevor McGill answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Joey Votto will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. A 1 pitch on its way.
Outside, that's the ball.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out.
Let's go, one more time, baby.
Lays off the slider that time, 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
2-2 the count. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
He's set and the pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
The 1-0. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Hit on the ground to third. Kipnis on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. So here now is the pitcher, Trevor McGill. First at bat of the game for him here in the fifth, as he was a late entrant into this one. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Oh and 1, here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Fouled away. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it, one gone.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Here's Javier Baez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Nope.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. So he's aboard following the one-out walk. Their second of the ball game so far, as we take a look there at the league leaderboard for team walks this year. And you can see there, they're just one place off the top spot in the NL in that category. Ready now, Jason Hayward. ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
And he takes ball one.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. One there. Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double play. Side retired. Cubs are down quietly. They're still down 5-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Jesse Winker.
The left fielder, Jesse Winker.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Aye.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
High in the air out to center field. Happ is right there, one down.
The batter,
Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. One out, nobody on. Popped him up. Contreras has a play. 2 down.
Now batting, number 4.
In now for the Reds, number 4. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. On he pops it up. Hayward coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Up next from Cincinnati, the catcher, Kirk.
Digging in and looking for more, Kirk Casale. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 on its way.
Ball. 1-1.
A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Let's get some started here.
The 1-2. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, this inning was looking routine, and then with 1 base hit and a wild pitch later, things are looking a lot different. Now a base hit scores a run, got to reset on the mound and make some good pitches here.
Go, Red, come on!
Here now the 2-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Reds out in front, 5-3. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. 0-for-1 with a run batted in thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
That's ball 2.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. On its way is pitch number 75. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
And he fouls this one off. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
From the belt, the pitch, and a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1 delivery. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. There to take it is Votto, and there's one gone.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo.
Let's get it together, Red. You can do it, Red. Come on.
From the stretch. Runners on first with 1 down. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-1 to him now. Hit well on the ground to first. Galvis relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On to the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Reds 5 and the Cubbies 3. Alec Mills enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 30, Alec Mills.
Travis Jankowski is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Grounded to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter,
well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Nick Senzel, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Slow roller left side. And quickly there are 2 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
Joey Votto will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. The pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss in, but he got away with it.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Baez has it, and he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Matt Bowman is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Red, number 67, Matt Bowman.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Here it comes.
That's ball 3.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
And, oh, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike 2 now. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, Ian Happ. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Two out, nobody on.
Nope,
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And they can't run it down. And it's fouled away.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 4 is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time.
Yeah, and he might see another free pass here. If you're going to get beat, it has to be by anybody but this guy.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Down 1-1.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Hit hard up the middle. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
The 1-2. Fouled off. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. The 2-2 one more time. Skied into straightaway right. Therefore, it is Hayward now, one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Jesse Winker.
So a runner at first now with one away, and next to bat will be Jesse Winker. From the belt, the pitch. And there he goes towards second. Lined into right, a base hit. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. Suarez rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as they extend their lead to 3.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. It takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
In now, Freddie Galvis, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Drop it. Nope, outside.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Stepping in, number 4, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Inside ball.
And there's ball 2 now. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. From the stretch. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. Safe at the plate as they tack on one more to make it 7-3 now.
Man, he's out there trying to throw strikes and give his guys a chance to come back and maybe win this thing, but that wild pitch and the insurance run it allows to score certainly aren't helping matters in the slightest.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. On the move is Hayward. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Reds 7 and the Cubbies 3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Robert Stevenson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Philip Irvin is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Victor Caratini is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And the pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez. In his career versus this pitcher, he's gone 3 for 8. First pitch on its way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
2-1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
At the plate now, Jason Hayward. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Fouled away. Now another 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Rowan Wick is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 50.
Digging in once again, Kirk Casale. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Casale.
First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Go, Red.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Pitch on the way. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The 3-2 one more time. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
The center fielder, number 6, Philip.
That'll bring in Philip Irvin. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. He's set. Here it comes. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now batting, second baseman, Nick Senzel.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Nick Senzel. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Runners going. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Check out the lead here. That's about as standard as it gets, and it didn't do him a lot of help on that steal attempt either. Could have been a different story if he took another couple feet off the bag.
2 out, nobody on. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
I got to count 2 and 2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Reds go down quietly, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Lucas Sims comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 39, Lucas Sims.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2-1 now. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. He'll get it into second, and he is in there.
The first base,
so problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. So now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 2-2.
Thank you.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder is on the move. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he is safe at the plate as he just sneaks in there in time, and it's now a 7-4 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark, does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Raisel Iglesias gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch.
That's the ball. The count is 2-1.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Not the largest crowd ever, but they're on their feet. He struck him out, and that'll do it for the Cubs here tonight.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Cincinnati took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Anthony DeSclafani earns his first win of the season, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Jarrell Cotton worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 7 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Cubs, 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.